Hello, English learners. Hello, English learners. Welcome to Learn English with Stories. Today's story is called My Mother's Empty Chair. This is a sad and emotional story about love, loss, and memories. It will help you practice your listening and speaking skills. Please listen carefully, and when I say, repeat after me, speak aloud. Let's begin. Part 1. The Empty Chair. My name is Samuel. I am 28 years old and I work as a teacher. Every morning, I sit at my kitchen table and drink a cup of tea. But beside me, there is always an empty chair. It is not just any chair, it is my mother's chair. She used to sit there every morning. She would smile at me, even when life was difficult. After she passed away, I kept the chair exactly where it was. I couldn't move it. I couldn't throw it away, because it felt like she was still with me. Repeat after me. The chair reminded me of my mother. Some things hold memories. Her presence stayed in the empty chair. I began every day looking at that chair, and every morning I felt both comfort and pain. Part 2. A house full of memories. Our house used to be full of noise. My mother loved to talk. She sang while cooking, laughed loudly at small jokes, and told stories about her childhood. But now the house was quiet. Too quiet. Sometimes I sat in the living room and closed my eyes. I tried to hear her singing again. I tried to imagine her voice calling my name. Repeat after me. The house was full of memories. Silence feels heavy. A mother's love never disappears. Even though she was gone, her smell was still in the kitchen. Her books were still on the shelf, and her chair remained by the table. I wanted to move on with my life, but something kept pulling me back. Part 3. The Last Conversation. A year before she died, my mother became sick. She spent many days in her bed, too weak to walk, too tired to talk for long. But one evening, she called me. "Samuel, come sit beside me," she said softly. I sat on the chair next to her bed. She held my hand and looked into my eyes. "Promise me something," she whispered. "Promise me you will be strong. Promise me you will keep living even when I'm gone." I wanted to be strong, but tears fell from my eyes. "I promise, Mom," I said. Repeat after me. I promise to be strong. I promise to keep living. I promise not to lose hope. She smiled a small, tired smile. Then she said, "Life does not end when someone leaves. Their love stays, their lessons stay. Their spirit stays." Those were the last clear words she ever told me. I will never forget them. Part 4. The day everything changed. A few weeks later, early in the morning, I heard my mother coughing. I ran to her room. Her breathing was weak. Her eyes were half open. "Mom?" I whispered. She didn't answer. We rushed her to the hospital. The doctors tried everything, but her heart was too weak. After a long silence, the doctor came to me and said, "I'm sorry, she didn't make it." My world broke. My chest felt empty. My knees felt weak. I cried like a child. Repeat after me. Losing someone hurts deeply. Goodbye is the hardest word. Love leaves strong memories. When I returned home, the first thing I saw was her empty chair. It was waiting for her, but she would never sit there again. I sat on the floor and cried for hours. Part 5. Trying to move on. Months passed. I returned to work. I met friends. I tried to smile again. But every time I came home, I looked at the chair and felt the same pain. People told me, "You should remove the chair." Others said, "You need to forget the past." But I couldn't. That chair was the last piece of her that I could see every day. Repeat after me. Some things are not easy to let go. Healing takes time. Memories stay in simple objects. One evening, I sat at the table alone. I looked at her chair and whispered, "Mom, how do I move on?" For the first time, I felt something inside me answer. Part 6. The Memory in the Chair. I remembered her last words. I remembered her smile. I remembered her strength. And then I realized something. She never wanted me to stay sad. She wanted me to grow. She wanted me to live. She wanted me to be strong. Keeping the chair was good, but crying every day was not. What she wished for me, repeat after me. Love should give us strength. I can carry the memory without pain. Her lessons live inside me. I closed my eyes and imagined her sitting in that chair again. She looked at me with warm eyes and said, "Samuel, you must live your life." For the first time, her empty chair did not make me cry. It made me smile. Part 7. A New Beginning. The next morning, I sat at the table again. The sun entered the room softly. The chair stood quietly beside me. But something was different. I no longer felt alone. I felt her strength inside me. I felt her love around me. I looked at the chair and said, "Mom, I will live. I will try. I will keep your memory with me." Repeat after me. Love continues in the heart. I will live with hope. I am not alone. Her chair would always be empty. But my heart was no longer empty. Her love stayed. Her lessons stayed. Her spirit stayed. And with that, I finally began to live again. Ending message. Thank you for listening to this story, My Mother's Empty Chair. I hope it helped you practice your English listening and speaking skills. Remember this message. Even when someone we love is gone, their love continues in our hearts. Please like, share, and subscribe for more emotional English stories. And Level 3 English practice. Ending script, My Mother's Empty Chair. Conclusion. At the end of the day, the empty chair is not just a chair. It is a memory, a reminder of love, a reminder of time, a reminder to speak to the people we care about. Before it is too late, repeat after me. Love people while they are here. Time does not wait. Memories live forever. Call to action. If you enjoyed this story, please like this video, share it with a friend, and subscribe for more English stories. Your support helps this channel grow and helps more learners around the world. Practice English every day. Thank you for listening. See you in the next lesson.